When I think about the amount of real news that is blacked out from the world, it's mind-boggling. Like, you don't hear about the real numbers of home invasions, robberies, rapes, and other things in most cities, because those are actually the ones they recorded and actually did something about. It doesn't include all the calls they got where they never responded or decided not to write it up or whatever. The numbers are probably 3 to 5 times as large as are actually on recorded record. I know to be factual, in Los Angeles County and Santa Monica PD and other jurisdictions, just based on covering this part of the world for most of my life, since I don't know anything in person since 83, somewhere back there, via domestic international news since 69. So I've been covering Holly Weird for a long time. It'll be nearly 50 years, not nearly, it'll be 50 years next May 31st. Whether we get the concept of world peace done or not by then will depend on how much more government interference I keep having. What do you think, Uncle Sam? Are we done screwing with Uncle Kurt, or do we still have a few more go-rounds yet? Special attention to Special Prosecutor Mueller. If you go back and look at the Phoenix, FENIX, hashtag 5 Dead Kennedys, hashtag 4 Dead Kennedys, hashtag, and others, you'll find more than a plethora of intel. Or just Google Kurt Kelly, FBI, White House, DSS, PII, Joint Task Force, LAPD, Santa Monica PD. There's a shit ton of stuff that would help you with the White House and beyond. Most of Capitol Hill, being quite honest. And by the way, for those who have been looking for me in federal government, really? What are you using? Tracking dogs? Because the drones you're using aren't obviously helping, even though you fly them over me daily. All the government agencies I go into on a daily basis, or appear at, or in radar of, or on screen of. If you can't find me that way, let me think, how else can we do this? All the GPS tracking and uploading I've been doing to the tune of, I think, half a terabyte, like 500 plus a gig on this circuit alone. Let me think, how else could I clue you in? The fact that I do maps on where I've been and rate stuff and bullshit that happens when I travel, that should be a clue. But for those of you who work for Secret Service and other agencies who are terrorizing my family and friends and calling them and being posers, as well as the people who are rolling up in the black, SUVs and tinted windows and looking like CIA and rolling up on people who know me and showing them current pictures you could have pulled off the freaking internet. And of course, you're looking out for me for my best interest. Let me eliminate all the possibilities for you. You're obviously not really working on the right side, or you'd have already found me. But my numbers are public, so if you'd like to arrange a meeting, pick up a phone, call me, leave a message, send a text, do both. Because, it takes me a while to listen to voice messages because I get so many and so many texts. So I'll get to it when I get to it. And if you need to make an appointment, you can call my office again in Detroit, and they'll tell you they'll get back to you probably never about this. Because they're done with your bullshit about as much as I am. You keep forgetting I never worked for any of you. You all stole from me shit tons of technologies. That's documented all the way to federal court a couple of times now. And you all clicked I agree, which was in the written contracts, which didn't go with the estates. Go finger. Those were reassigned. So, and reassigned again, reassigned. Good luck ever taking those assets ever. So you I agree folks at Microsoft, Google, and all you apps people who've been clicking I agree. Uncle Kurt isn't hacking when he looks up at your shit, which I can do from anywhere in the world. I don't give a shit who you are. I can monitor your keystrokes, your everything. SMS, audio, video, because when you're clicking I agree, if you're using SMS, if you're using encryption technology, if you're using credit card technology, if you're using voice over IP, if you're using any type of surveillance technology or audio video technology, I have my fingers in all of it. And you're using my technology, I help pioneer. Look who did the Mars Pathfinder mission. Oh, Kurt Kelly and SNJPL. I've been doing this before dial-up. Have you heard of ARPANET? You know, I was the kid that you came and took shit away from on dial-up phones that were made with Radio Tandy Shack and Texas Instruments stuff with couplers, and figured out how to dial into the Library of Congress and upload and download via teletype when I was in 6th grade. And you came to the house and didn't like me editing stuff after hours. We have a long history, my government, me. See, when you're born into government and you're like a third generation to the White House, and your mother's the chairman of the political party, and they've killed 5 of your relatives in public eye, although they covered up a few of them, you know, how you did it. I mean, like Bobby Jr.'s plane crashing, that was really good, how the Bushes landed there with their Air Force One and tampered with the instruments and then the plane crashed. These are not allegations, they're fact based on hidden documents and truth from staff members like, you know, Hillary's assistant, her and shit, leaking that one. When the call went to the Bushes and they're like, don't sweat it, we'll be up. And because he was about to announce he was running for U.S. Senate, and then I'd knock her out and all the plans they had for the Uncle Tom to come in, and she'd run as a woman, but Uncle Tom would be put in, who wasn't even born in the United States. But we made it look that way. You have to understand, I've worked with every White House since the Kennedys. I've worked with chiefs of staff. I said worked with. I consult at very high level political campaigns over since '64. I've done worldwide intel, domestic foreign. Look at Kurt Kelly, intel breach. And for you aliens who have been sending me all this whack shit via my texts, and if you geniuses from other countries who have been sending me all this scientific data, and for you witches who have been sending me all this other data, and for everybody who is just blowing me up with data to make sure that I'm on the right path, and recommendations about what Kurt needs to do next, and where I will find the next keys, and where I'll find the next whatever. Thank you for your concern and your recommendations. And for some of you, those things will work well, maybe. Not as well as you hope. Unless you get up your ass and really get it out there. It's a very small maybe. I'm not looking for people who want to do things behind the scenes, who aren't going to be active and participant. I don't need a council of self-appointed advisors blowing my phone up all day. I appreciate the information. But if I don't respond back in the way you like, get over it. I have a very specific agenda. And if you've studied my tapes and my broadcasts, you'd probably have a clue by now. And if not, schedule an in-person meeting, which is what I've been telling you, because I won't continue these text wars. Not interested. And for you Satanists who keep trying to win me back over, and the Illuminatis who've been trying to get me back into the fold because I've had family members in this generation, so do the Kennedys, and you killed them. So, what's the incentive to be part of your secret society again? An eternity in hell? Pasadena. Been there, done that, not doing it except extorting people there and then checking right back up. Or just dumping your ass there and letting letting the Hells Angels do the rest from there for. Why do you think they're the road crew? They keep you assholes there. Once you die. And they don't take shit from anybody. Nor do Black Panthers, Pegasus, or MAs. I have no problem using this road crews because if they know an agenda, it doesn't give a shit how much you want to try and bribe them. They will do my agenda. Because they know it's the right cause. So you can send in your federal troops or anybody else, anything else, but you have to understand who also has my back here. See, not only will I take a bullet for a cause, so will these fuckers. And they have bullets for the cause. Because a lot of you assholes carry a lot of guns and AK-47s and other shit. So, you don't go to a gunfight or a weapons of mass destruction fight with a water pistol. These guys are very well prepared for you. So you might think twice before you don't play nice. Yes, I know you want to declare martial law in the United States, and I know it's in the books. Uncle Dipshit, President Dumbfuck wants to pull the trigger real quick. I think it's very ill-advised. I think you're going to have riots in the street and in the hills and the mountains the second you try that shit. You know, I've always advised against it. I would advise you get UN peacekeeping troops on the ground and restore the country back to the people, not to the lawmakers who have gone insane, and get the criminals with badges, the cops and other crooked officials off the market. Because they're the ones running the drugs and sex trade and the home invasions and the rapes and the human slavery and all the rest of the shit. Why is somebody texting me? Let me help you report on the serial killer. I don't need your help on a serial killer. Trust me. I work with Joint Terrorist Task Force, Counterintelligence, Counterterrorism. I've consulted on terrorism issues. I've been in war zones. I don't need your help on serial killers. I've been covering them for about 50 years. So Melissa English, stop blowing up my motherfucking phone. I've told you, go right to fucking hell. You've had in writing from my companies and me what it would take to even try to begin to mitigate the damages you caused for us domestically and internationally with all your hacking and your bullshit lies about me and my companies and your fraudulent representations about your software abilities, translation abilities, and everything else. So why you're texting me during a broadcast blows my fucking mind when I've been texting you back for hours. Go right to hell. And giving you in writing what the terms of any mitigation might be, and you're still texting me? Listen, you portfolio serial stalker bitch. Take you and your army of bitches, witches like Keatsmans and Night Souls. Let's break this story together. I don't need your help breaking jack shit. You can take, what, the credit on a story I'm already running? Oh my God. The vanity of some people. Let's break the story together on a story I broke in 30 days ago. You want to help break a story I've already broken? Oh my God. This is the type of people that stalk and follow me on a daily basis, always wanting something from me. Money, food, shelter, resources, medicines, anything they can get from me. And when I say I've given enough, which I've given millions, I've been robbed for millions, thanks to the help of frickin' cops in Santa Monica and LA and other divisions, like sheriffs, and more cops, and feds, and others. You guys have been trying to keep a lid on Uncle Kurt's story for generations. And for a long time, Kurt played nice and did all the diplomatic, patriotic service his country asked through every administration since Kennedy, including going to CIA wars, drug wars that were ours, that we made look like others, and a whole shitney of other things. I've stopped wars, put UN peacekeeping troops on the ground, and I've given resources to almost every major charity you can think of. Whether it's my talent, my endorsements, my voice, my likeness, my money, my hours, my time. I've given more, as I've been told by many people, than anyone in documented history. In 1999 alone, one of my 6 companies were worth privately over $10 billion. I'm private. I think we can help each other. Melissa, go to fucking hell. Seriously, go to hell. And stop texting me. And please, send all the money you owe and the damage monies, or seriously get ready for a fucking ride from hell in federal court. And probably international court, because you are fucking with an NGO also, which is an international war crime. And for all of you who've been fucking with my NGO, you've committed international war crimes against a humanitarian company and humanitarian. So go finger. The kid from Michigan's gonna come up your ass with lawsuits from hell. You can bank on it. So if you're not settled up by the time I catch up with you, and the names I've been rattling off are so far few, like AT&T, Sprint. Well, the list goes on. And it's even been made public as of about 3 to 5 years ago. It needs to be updated, of course, substantially. And it will be. But there are the big offenders. I like how you got some FBI agents sitting here at the drum circle today. It's kind of funny to me. They're allegedly undercover, yet I can see them. Undercover for whose benefit? Certainly not mine, because I've worked with you guys so fucking long and I've been coming in and out of federal buildings since childhood. So I know what most of you fucks look like, whether you realize it or not. And I go through your parking lot on a regular basis, so I know what the fuck you drive. Interesting how you can't sell the mailbox dilemma, isn't it? At Wilshire. And that's when a lot of my clientele is coming in. How ironic is that? Go figure. Just like when you gave me the call that said White House prefers that all information now on counterterrorism and intelligence concerning the Russian hack has to go directly to the White House. No conflict of interest there, is there? And when I call the White House, they tell me to call the FBI. Next I call FBI in New York, and then they transfer me to Google AdWords. I mean, this is all on the internet. That's all out there. Oh, that's freedom of press, freedom of information, and also federal whistle protection. I know you dumb shits know all of this, but I'm just reminding you. Plus, it's under UN acts, peacekeeping, humanitarian rights, and war crimes commissions. Something about telling the truth in news and journalism, which most networks don't seem to know how to do anymore because they're into jerk-off news. I mean, they run most of Donald Trump's bullshit, don't they? Donnie, Putin, Tukinchu, and all the rest of you assholes who want to blow this planet up, have fun at that. What your scientists haven't been able to calculate properly is depending on the megatonnage you send, and then the megatonnage they send and others might send. How much megatonnage can you fuckers all endure before you melt this to the core? And none of you have gotten the key to that solution, have you? Oh, and there's the override systems that can be taken over remotely. They forgot to tell you about the backdoors. Oh, and then there's the satellites overhead with those lasers that can take out a city from above. There are so many ways that if you guys start this thing, we can end it for you before you even get the next trigger pull. I'm writing for Forbes, BBC, and Chicago Tribune. Have fun. Keep writing dumb shit. Texts are flying in. Now I have people working for various networks who want my stories. You had these stories. I've been giving you these stories for how many years, you dumb fucks? Don't play new with me and coy. You want the shit? Get a hold of my office in Detroit. Cut a deal. At this point, you all had it for free. At this point, you're all going to be paying for it. Because you deprived people ample time to prepare for what's about to happen. And you all should rot in hell for it. The Today Show, Good Morning America, BBC 2020, Fox, NBC, ABC, BBC, CNN, MSNBC. Did I miss any networks? AP, UPI. Oh, come on, guys. Really? You want to play Reuters? You guys really want PBS? You guys really want to play Dumb Fuck Now? Really? You should go back and look at the old footage. You're going to look really fucking stupid, aren't you? When I'm actually making calls to reporters and they're declining stories. Oh, damn, he's got all that too. And if it's not out there in public, don't worry, it'll be coming soon. The second you breach any agreements with my companies, you're going to see shit blow up that you don't ever want to see, but it's going to happen. Because I keep my promises. See, everything's time coded. If I don't keep time coding stuff and doing certain sequences and certain things. Oh, golly, Miss Molly, there are certain things you will not be able to override ever. See, he who wrote the bass always has a root. And if your jerk-offs didn't tell you that, doesn't matter what you overlay. I know there's a ton of ways for me, no matter what you do. And I'm not hacking. You clicked I agree. So, if you all agree, push the simultaneous buttons or certain sequence of buttons for World War III. Oh, guess what's hidden in the code that's going to override you all and then take you right to hell.